discuss some widely used type in Python. We can have different types in Python. They can be integer like 11, 20.123. They can even have words like hello Python. Integer, real number and words can be expressed as a different data types. The following characters summarize three data types for the last example. The first column indicates the expression and the second column indicates the data types. You can see the actual data types in Python by using the type command. We can have an int v which stands for an integer and float which stands for float, essentially a real number. The type string is a sequence of characters. Here are some integers. Integers can be negative or positive. It should be noted that there is a finite range of integers, but it is quite large. Floats are real number. They include the integer but also number in between the integers. Consider the number between 0 and 1. We can select the number in between them. These numbers are floats. Similarly, consider the number in between 0.5 and 0.6. We can select number in between them. These are float as well. We can continue the process, zooming in for different numbers. Of course, there is a limit, but it is quite small. You can change the type of an expression in Python. This is called the casting. You can convert an int to a float. For example, you can convert or cast the int 2 to a float 2. Nothing really changed. If you cast a float to an integer, you must be careful. For an example, if you cast the float 1.1 to 1, you will lose some information. If a string contains an integer value, you can convert it to int. If we can convert a string that contains a non-integer value, we get an error. You can convert int to a string or a float to a string. Boolean is another important type in Python. A Boolean can be a two values. The first value true. Just remember, we use an uppercase T. Boolean value can be false with a uppercase F. Using the type command on a Boolean value, we obtain the term bool. This is a short for Boolean. If we cast a Boolean true to an int or a float, we will get a 1. If we cast Boolean false or an int float, we get a 0. If we cast 1 Boolean, you get a true. If you cast 1 to a Boolean, you get true. Similarly, if you cast 0 to a Boolean, you get a false.